Investors who buy stock in profitable corporations usually receive dividends. A dividend is a portion of the company's profit paid on each share of stock. Investors who own a lot of stock receive large dividend payments. Stockholders are also protected if a corporation fails. Unlike sole proprietors or partners, stockholders are not responsible for any of the corporation's debts. Benefits of being a stockholder. A corporation is a legal entity. It has rights to buy, sell, trade, and own property. It must also pay corporate taxes. A corporation has many advantages for its owners and stockholders. One of those advantages is limited liability. As a stockholder, you cannot lose more than you initially invest. When a company is doing well and paying high dividends, there are always other investors who want to buy that company's stock. This drives the price up. Stockholders can earn money in two ways, through dividends and by selling their shares for more than the original purchase price. Still, investing by purchasing stock in a corporation can be risky. People who invest in stocks often lose money because they choose the wrong company. What kind of corporation? Sony, a popular electronics brand, is a good example of a public corporation. The general public can buy and trade Sony stocks and receive dividends. This also means that control of Sony is in the hands of whoever buys Sony stock on the open market. Mary Kay Ash launched her cosmetic company in 1963 in Dallas, Texas. Over the decades, it has grown into a multi-million-dollar company, with over 800,000 Mary Kay consultants all over the world. Mary Kay is a private corporation. This means that the general public cannot buy Mary Kay stocks. Mary Kay's private stockholders and board of directors retain exclusive control over the operations of the company. The Red Cross is a well-known international humanitarian organization. It is a non-profit corporation because the objective or mission of the Red Cross is to help protect human life and health, not to make money. It is a corporation because it is run by a board of directors, but it does not sell stocks in order to raise money, and it makes no profit, so it has no dividends to pay. What kind of business is it? There are many kinds of businesses, from small sole proprietorships with one owner and operator to huge multinational corporations with thousands of employees and stockholders. Each type of business operates differently and has advantages and disadvantages. While many businesses offer the same goods or services as others, every company operates in a slightly different manner. Compare eBay and Amazon. Both offer a wide variety of products online, but their methods of selling are quite different. On eBay, customers bid for products and compete with other bidders. This competition determines the sale price. On Amazon, customers are shown the price up front and decide if they want to make the purchase. Some companies that make goods run their own stores. Others sell goods by distributing them to different companies. Dell makes computers and offers direct sales to customers through the internet. Book publishers, on the other hand, usually sell their books through bookstores and internet sites that are owned by others. Many different business models exist. Every company has a different business model that determines how it does business. The business model is like the company's personality. It is unique and it drives how business decisions are made. Characteristics of a business model. There are many questions to answer when starting a business. How much will rent and supplies cost? What equipment is needed? How many employees are required, and how much will they earn? Who are the potential customers? How can they be convinced to buy? The list of questions goes on and on. Creating a business plan helps to answer many of the most important questions. The business plan provides a general outline for how the business will work and contains important research. The more prepared a business owner is, the more successful that business is likely to be. A business plan is a description of the company's business model. It can be designed from scratch or based on an existing model used by other companies. A business model identifies potential customers, identifies goods and services to be offered, describes the organization of the business, describes how the business functions, explains how the business generates revenues and profits. The shopkeeper model. While every business is unique, there are some basic types of business models that many companies follow. One of the oldest and most basic of business models is the shopkeeper model. A company that uses this model is known as a retailer. There are thousands of retail companies around the world that follow this model. When following this model, the business owner purchases products from a supplier and then resells them at a higher price. Retail companies build stores in strategic locations so customers can easily find them and shop for the products they want. The key to success in the shopkeeper model is the ability to sell goods at a higher price than the business originally paid. The increase has to be enough to cover the other costs of doing business, including wages for employees, rent for the store, and so on. It is also important for a business that uses the shopkeeper model to have enough supplies on hand for customers to buy. The shopkeeper needs to order things before they run out, which makes keeping track of inventory a very important part of this business model. The bait and hook business model. Another popular business model is the bait and hook business model. This model involves offering a basic product at a very low cost, often at a loss for the company, and charging greater amounts for refills or equipment related to the product. The bait is the inexpensive basic product, while the hook is the need for the extra equipment or supplies that customers have to buy to keep the product working. For instance, imagine that you buy a color printer for a very low price. After using it for just 1 month, you realize that your printer needs a new ink cartridge. You go back to the store to buy a new cartridge, only to find out that one cartridge costs half the price you paid for the printer. This is a classic example of a bait and hook business model. Printers can be inexpensive, but companies make sure that the cartridges are priced high so they can still turn a profit. The subscription business model. Another common business type is called the subscription model. This model has traditionally been used by magazines, but is also used to sell television programming, phone service, and even smartphone apps. Some companies prefer the subscription business model because making a profit does not depend on a series of one-time sales. Instead, the subscription model brings in steady revenues. Customers can conveniently renew a subscription, so it is easy to keep customers year after year. Cutting out the middleman. Another type of business model is sometimes called simply cutting out the middleman. Using this model, a company reduces costs by producing goods itself and controlling the distribution process by selling directly to consumers. Thanks to the internet and the widespread use of wireless devices, companies are now able to use this business model more and more. Customers can browse the products they want and purchase them on their smartphone or tablet. Companies save money on rent, local advertisements, staff wages, and other expenses related to operating an actual store. Customers also can benefit from this model because they often pay lower prices. Online auctions. New business models develop along with changes in technology. Business models that succeeded 100 years ago might not work in the 21st century. Today, many people choose to shop online because it is fast and convenient. The online auction is a business model that has developed as more and more people shop via the internet. Businesses using this model enable customers to go to a website and look at products for sale by a variety of sellers. One of the biggest online auction companies is eBay, where individuals and businesses can auction goods and services. The revenues eBay receives come from the transaction fees it charges its customers. There is also advertising on eBay, which brings in additional revenue. The Brix and Clicks business model. The Brix and Clicks business model is a business strategy in which a company integrates a physical and online presence. A business with this model has at least one physical store to sell its products. That is the Brix part of the model. In addition to going to the store, customers can also go online to purchase the products whenever they are ready to order. That is the Clicks side. Brix and Clicks businesses can establish a strong presence by having stores around the country, while at the same time providing their customers with more flexibility and convenience by allowing them to purchase products online, as well. Advantages of the Brix and Clicks business model include keeping customer loyalty and trust with both physical and online stores, offering convenient and efficient online purchases, allowing quicker deliveries through local stores, exposing the company brand name with physical stores.